Disney, what are you doing? So yesterday, while I was at work, while I'm at work, if I'm on break or something, I'm on social media, I'm on Twitter, I'm talking to you guys, and I'm following closely along with the theme park news and information that's going on, as it's constantly rapidly developing with this COVID-19 and coronavirus outbreak that's going on around the world and across the United States. As you guys probably already know, all the theme parks across the United States are going to be closed as of Monday. Disney is set to close their doors tonight, and as well as Universal, SeaWorld. Everything is going to be closed as of tonight and, moving forward until the end of the month, or so as we think. So while I was at work yesterday, I was on Twitter, and the news broke that Disney is suspending the Disney College Program. So if they want to suspend the Disney College Program, that's a little bit of a red flag, because how long are they really anticipating the parks being closed? The Disney College Program kids, they make up over 50%, I believe. I could be wrong, but they make up a high percentage of the workforce at Walt Disney World and Disneyland. And Disney sent out an email yesterday essentially saying, hey, your program's done. You have 4 days to leave. So on Wednesday, they have to be out of their housing complexes. They are shutting down the apartment complexes, and everyone has to leave. The program is done, they're over, they're leaving. And when this news broke, according to social media from a lot of friends that I have in the parks, a lot of friends that I have that still work at Disney, it was just chaos amongst the cast members. And with so many CPs, college programmers, being told to leave, it was just absolute chaos. And there were so many tears in the middle of work shifts, and there were reports out of EPCOT saying that cast members, the college programmers, CPs, and even international programmers were just walking out in the middle of their shift. Now, whether or not they willingly left on their own accord or whether they were told to leave is still unsure, and it's still, being figured out as to what exactly happened that caused people to leave in the middle of their shifts. But I highly believe that it was on their own accord, out of frustration, anger, sadness. If Disney's giving them 4 days to leave, pack up all your belongings, and to go back home in this time, I would probably do the same thing and just leave, because I only have a set amount of time to figure out what I'm gonna do. And if I was in the middle of the day and I'm not scheduled to leave the park until about 10 or something, those are precious hours that I need to figure my life out and to figure out what's going on. So let me read you guys the email that Disney sent out yesterday to their temporary employees. Dear Disney Programs participants, as you know, in an abundance of caution, we are temporarily closing our theme parks and water parks at the close of business on Sunday, March 15th, through the end of the month. We are taking several measures following advice from state and local officials, as well as recommendations from health agencies to help protect the safety and well-being of our cast members and guests. We know you have many questions about how this will impact your program experience, and we want to provide you with an update. Based on these factors, we are closing many of the Disney program housing complex buildings, and are requiring those participants to collect their belongings and depart by March 18th at 11 a.m. We will be temporarily suspending the Disney College Program, Disney Culinary Program, Disney Cultural Exchange Program, and Disney Academic Exchange Program effective March 16th. This will also include international cast members in guest relations. All Disney program participants will continue to be paid through the end of the month, and weekly housing deductions will be waived effective immediately. Each of you will be given a successful program completion to ensure the opportunity to pursue future roles with the company. If you have any questions, we encourage you to talk with your leader. Please know this was not an easy decision to make, and we understand your disappointment. We are taking the time to focus on the well-being of our cast, our families, and our extended family, because there is nothing more important than that. Thank you for your dedication, energy, and passion you've shown for working for Disney. All the college program kids, all the international programmers, all the culinary programmers, they got that email in the middle of the day yesterday, and it has just devastated a lot of people. And, you know, I don't think this is something that I've mentioned on the channel before, but I was on the college program. I did the college program back in 2015. I had an entire YouTube channel dedicated to the program, to documenting my experience. Granted, the channel kind of died because in the middle of my college program, the laptop that I had that I was using to edit the videos and just crashed, and it was unrecoverable. So I wasn't able to upload any videos, any further videos from the college program. So about halfway through my college program, I had to stop making videos, but my videos got a little quote-unquote popular, and there were people that were coming up to the parks and seeing me while I was on the college program, and that was really cool to see. But anyways, the college program was a huge part of my life, and it has changed my life, and I know what the college program is like and what it means to some people. And to have their program cut short like that, it's just absolutely heartbreaking. I know how difficult it is and how emotional it is to end your program and to leave. Granted, this was, you know, on my scheduled leave day. You know, I started work in February and I left in August, I believe. And, you know, those last few days were rough because you made so many relationships, so many friendships, and you've met so many different people that, you know, I have friends for life. Yeah, at Disney, and I still see these friends to this day. When I go to the parks, they still stayed and they're still working for Disney, starting from the college program. And it's a huge deal to people. It is a huge deal to people. And I remember the first day I started the program. I remember the day I got my acceptance letter from Disney saying, "Congratulations, you're in the college program." It was such an exciting feeling. And this program, to see it end so abruptly, and for all these young people's dreams to be just crushed, and this entire experience to be taken away from them. You know, they come down here looking to work at the most magical place on earth, and they want to make smiles, they want to be there for guests, they want to make the magic. And for that experience to start off so well and to end in an absolute nightmare where Disney is telling them you have 4 days to get out, figure it out on your own, it's absolutely heartbreaking. And this doesn't only affect the college program kids, this affects international programs as well. A lot of the World Showcase cast members, they're third party, quote unquote, they're international programs. They're not quote unquote cast members. They are not officially hired by Disney. They're brought in as third party to entertain guests and to work in the parks. And they're all leaving. They all have to leave. They cannot stay in the housing that Disney has provided them. For whatever reason, Disney feels the need to close down the complexes and send them all home. Just bye. Why? Why is this happening? What is Disney not telling us? Are they anticipating being closed for a lot longer than expected? Because as I said earlier, the college programmers make up a significant population of the Disney workforce, and for them to just be sent home without warning, it's scary. Like, what is Disney not telling us? Are they anticipating being closed a lot longer than just the 2 weeks? Because once the parks open, who's going to be there to work? I mean, yeah, they have full-timers and part-timers, but what else is going to happen? The next round of college program kids aren't supposed to show up until May. And that's interesting. Is Disney anticipating being closed until May? I don't know. It's honestly very, very interesting, and I'm very curious to see what happens next. And of course, you know, as I mentioned earlier, I still have a lot of friends who still work at Disney who are full-timers and part-timers. They're no longer in the college program, and I'm seeing on Facebook and Twitter, you know, from my friends that, you know, Disney put out a statement saying that, you know, yeah, we're closing down the parks. Yeah, the resorts are going to stay open, but, you know, they recommend that, you know, cast members stay home. They're not going to be forcing cast members to go into the parks unless absolutely necessary during this time. You know, for essential, you know, in-park duties, you know, you'll have some cast members going into that, but the majority of cast members are staying home. From what I'm seeing is that a lot of the cast members that have no hospitality experience whatsoever, anything in hotels, they're being deployed to hotels to help cover these college program kids that are now leaving. A lot of college program kids worked in hotels and worked in attractions and worked in everything, but you saw significant percentage of the college program kids work in hotels. And now a lot of full-timers are getting emails that they're being deployed to hotels. And some of my friends who were thinking, okay, we're getting to stay home, we're getting paid, we don't have to risk getting this virus. And now they're being told they have to go to a hotel to work when they don't have any experience in that whatsoever. And now they're being essentially forced to work and go to hotels, and being near a significant population of people, of most likely 250 or more. And now they're scared. You know, Disney was saying that, hey, we care about our cast members and everything, and we want them to be out of harm's way. We don't want to risk anything. That's fine, you say that, but now you're forcing cast members who otherwise wouldn't be in that situation to be in that situation. And why? I mean, again, you had all your college program kids. Was it really so difficult to keep the housing complexes open? I mean, yeah, the apartment complexes that were at Disney, that being Vista Way, Chatham Square, the Commons, and I think there was another one. I think that was another one that I'm missing. But anyways, is it so difficult to keep those open? I mean, if you want cast members to stay home, they're staying home. I mean, how is that different from any other apartment complex out there in the United States right now? I mean, yeah, it's a group of people living in close proximity to each other, but the only thing that I can think of is that it's because a lot of the cast members, the college program kids in those housing complexes, they're sleeping 2, maybe 3 to a room, sometimes even 4. I think they have 2 bunk beds into a single room, because Disney was trying to cram them in as much as possible, because the college program kids, they're cheap labor, they're temporary, you know, they're interns, so they're not technically real cast members. And it's a shame. That's the only thing that I can think of, is that Disney is taking this as a precautionary measure to help spread, like have an outbreak in one of the complexes, because they do pack so many into those complexes at one time. I don't know. It's really interesting, and it really sucks. And to Universal, I apologize for calling you out, because right now I'm calling Disney out, and this is a terrible situation. And for Disney to do this and to only give CPs only 4 days to leave and to go back home in this time where, you know, international travel has been banned, especially if you're not a legal U.S. resident and you're here on a visa or something, that's going to be very hard for you to get home. And I know that, you know, I've seen on social media there has been such an outpouring of support for cast members and for college program kids and internationals who probably have nowhere else to go. There are a lot of resources being posted on Twitter and Facebook about, you know, Frontier giving free flights to college kids, U-Haul doing free self-storage, and, you know, giving vans to college kids, and things like that. You know, companies are reaching out to college kids, because I didn't know this, but apparently universities are doing the same thing. Universities are kicking kids out of their dorms. I mean, I can only assume is the same reason, to prevent an outbreak, but universities are kicking students out of their dorms and I guess ending the semesters early. But it's just happening everywhere, and I had no idea, you know, until I was talking to Coda yesterday. She informed me that, you know, universities are doing the same thing, and it's just very, it just sucks. It sucks that Disney has to do this, and I'm very curious as to see how this affects Walt Disney World Resort as a whole when the parks reopen. How's the workforce going to be? When are the parks going to reopen? I mean, are they going to reopen in April? We don't know. We don't know. If the situation continues to unfold as it is right now, I don't anticipate the parks being reopened in April, and possibly even longer. I know Disney Cruise Line even extended their dead period until April 12th, I believe. They're suspending all new sailings through April 12th for now. Anything after that is still up in the air at this point. But let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions down in the comments section below. If you guys really want to know my YouTube channel for my college program, it is youtube.com/banditdoesdisney. Bandit, like, you know, a bandit, does Disney. That's my thing. My avatar is a Mickey with a cloak on it, I believe. And I have a couple of college program videos on there if you want to look at me from 5 years ago during the college program. You can go ahead and do that if you want. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Again, let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below on this. If you have any other resources that can possibly be used to help these college program kids who are now essentially homeless, please leave them down in the comments section below, and I'll be sure to try and pin as many as I can so that people can see those. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Subscribe if you're new around here. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.